following is a presentation of Baldwin Sports Live, your home for live coverage of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Learn more at haydenoutdoors.com. Also brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services, Kelly Neufeld, Baldwin State Bank, Codiano State Farm Insurance, Heartland Plumbing, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Trindle Lumber Company, Oral Surgery Kansas, Hers Incorporated, Rice Precision Manufacturing, The Bullpen, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, New Frontier Tax and Business Services, the Lumberyard Arts Center, Jobats, Baldwin City Community Newspaper, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. This is Baldwin Sports Live.
Good afternoon from Baldwin, and we are getting set for some soccer action here. Girls soccer coming up on Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors. You're watching the Baldwin State Bank pregame shows. Take a look there at the Bulldogs getting warmed up here for this contest against the Basehor-Linwood Bobcats. The opponent coming into town for this matchup today. Both teams 1-2 in the early going this year. Both will look to end a little two-game slide that each find themselves on entering play today. We'll take a look back at those schedules, what have happened so far for these two teams, but it is a relatively nice day here in Baldwin. Temperature-wise, it's pretty nice. Mid-60s, low 60s. It feels a little chillier than that because it is pretty windy today. Winds right now gusting up in the upper 20s out here, so it's windy, and it's only going to get chillier as the evening goes on, but all in all, I suppose, not too bad out here, and we're getting set for a good soccer game between Baldwin and Basehor-Linwood. Coming up here, you're watching the Baldwin State Bank pregame show, personal service from people who care. That's what you get at your hometown community bank, Baldwin State Bank. Whether it's personal finances, business money management, loans and credit, or maybe it's savings for retirement that you're looking for, well, go see Baldwin State Bank. They've been there for over 120 years to help serve our community. Enjoy a better banking experience with your friends and neighbors at the Baldwin State Bank. More of the pregame show coming up as we get set for Baldwin and Basehor-Linwood coming up on Baldwin Sports Live.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has proudly been serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 29 states and over $1.3 billion in annual sales. Chad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin City, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Chad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Back here in Baldwin on a windy afternoon for soccer between Baldwin and Basehor-Linwood. Coming up here on Baldwin Sports Live, you're watching the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. Here's a look at what's happened so far for the visitors. The Bobcats from Basehor-Linwood High School. They opened up the year with a 5-0 shutout of Ottawa, but back-to-back losses in their 2 games since. 5-0 shutout at the hands of Shawnee Mission Northwest. Their first road game was earlier this week, just a couple of days ago, when they visited Spring Hill. Lost a close one there, 2-1. So right now, Basehor-Linwood 1-2 to start this season. And for Baldwin, we take a look at their schedule so far. Same results, a win followed by 2 losses and a 5-1 victory over Eudora to open up the season for the Bulldogs, but then tough game against a good Olathe North team, a 6-0 shutout loss for the Bulldogs, and another tough one earlier this week on Monday when they took on Bishop Miege, getting shut out with the second game in a row, falling 3-0 in that match. So the Bulldogs now 1-2. The Bobcats also 1-2 as we enter Game 4 of this season. Both teams looking to get back on the winning side of things as we continue on this year. The Bulldogs will next be in action at Ottawa next Tuesday, so hopefully a chance to get a win here today against Basehor-Linwood and perhaps turn that into another win at Ottawa next week, while Basehor-Linwood has St. James Academy next up on their schedule. So good game here today, hopefully, between Basehor-Linwood and Baldwin. It's a pleasant day, a pleasant enough day with the wind, the only factor that's not so pleasant, but not terribly cold. It's going to get a little chillier, but if you're coming out, I would put on an extra layer or 2. You might not feel like you need it right now, but with that wind, I'm sure you're going to by the end of this game. So we've got Baldwin and Basehor-Linwood coming up. You're watching the Baldwin State Bank pregame show on Baldwin Sports Live.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family. Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Gusty, windy afternoon here in Baldwin as the Bulldogs get set to host the Basehor-Linwood Bobcats for some soccer action here on this Thursday afternoon. Low 60s the temperature, but 20-plus mile-per-hour winds that are blowing pretty much straight across the field, so right into our face as you see it here from where our vantage point is on the camera. It's basically blowing straight across the field right into us, so don't know that there's really an advantage either way in that regard as far as which direction you're going. It's a crosswind is not going to have a helping wind for one side and a wind into the face of the other necessarily, so not going to have that. So I'm pretty much going to be a neutral, if you will, detriment or challenge with that win today. But the pregame show is brought to you by the Baldwin State Bank. We're just moments away from kickoff in this game. We get you the keys to the game. Our game plan brought to you by Cody Anno, State Farm Insurance. Your local State Farm agent is there to talk with you, grab a cup of coffee, and he'd love for you to just come by, meet the team, and get to know you, find out how they can help you protect the people and things that you value most. Maybe you need to update a current policy. Maybe you're looking to switch to something brand new. Just come chat about it with Cody, and he'll see what he can do to help you out. That's at State Farm Insurance, 208 Baker Street in Baldwin City. Or call 785-594-0270, online at codyismyagent.com. Well, I usually like to have a nice breakdown of keys to the game and strategy and all that. Anybody who knows me knows that I am not a soccer guy. I do not know the strategies and the ins and outs of soccer very well. So I don't know how to really break this one down for you to tell you exactly what Baldwin needs to do to try to get this victory. I can tell you this much, though. I think it will be because of this wind. I could imagine it could be a little bit tricky for the goalkeepers in this game because of the movement that this ball potentially is going to have. It's a significant win, and it's a crosswind, so I imagine it's going to cause some movement of the ball. So to me, I think a big key will be helping Alyssa Reichert, who will be in goal for the Bulldogs, helping her by not allowing too many chances for Basehor-Linwood. Keep that ball, that last line, those defenders, keep the ball out of the box, keep the ball away from that scoring zone for Basehor-Linwood, and help her out by not having to try and defend too many shots in a night when I think it might be a little bit difficult to track that ball. And offensively, on the other side for Baldwin, I guess you could say do the opposite, right? Just get opportunities, get a lot of opportunities up there against the opposing goalkeeper. In this case for Basehor-Linwood will be Mackenzie Ruiz, and just try to use that win. I would say be strong on the left side. I think you're going with that wind at your back, as opposed to if you're attacking from the right side, you're going into the wind. I would imagine it make it a little easier, but we'll see if the Bulldogs can pull off the victory today, snap out a little two-game skid, and get back in the win column before they visit Ottawa next week. Well, the players are going to get the lineups announced here in just a moment. When we come back, we'll have the opening kick here between Baldwin and Basehor-Linwood. You've been watching the Baldwin State Bank pregame show. Check them out online at baldwinstatebank.com. Go by and see them downtown to get personal service from people who care with your friends and neighbors down at the Baldwin State Bank. Opening kick is next.
Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered, to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future, Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has proudly been serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 29 states and over $1.3 billion in annual sales. Chad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin City, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Chad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
All right, welcome back here to Baldwin as we get set for the start of this game between Baldwin and Basehor-Linwood. Unfortunately, realized as they were doing the starting lineups there that, I don't know, apparently this roster I have for Basehor-Linwood is an old one. And so we're not going to have the proper roster and names for this Basehor-Linwood team, unfortunately, today. And because of our setup and me being the only one here, I'm a long ways away from being able to get a roster. So Basehor-Linwood is going to be Basehor-Linwood today. But we do have the Bulldog lineup for you, and we'll get that to you here in just a second. But we'll step aside for the national anthem and be back right after this for the first kick.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. One hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
I don't really
You wouldn't do it there.
gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Hey, where you going? Can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am a king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
All right, here we go. It is Baldwin and Basehor-Linwood coming up here on Baldwin Sports Live, just moments away from the opening kick. The opening kick is brought to you by the Baldwin City Recreation Commission. They want to remind you that it's just one day left in the registration period for youth baseball, softball, t-ball, and little sluggers for this summer. That deadline is tomorrow, March 31st, so don't miss the deadline. Get signed up at baldwinrec.org. Find league details and more information online as well at baldwinrec.org. You can, again, get signed up for that youth baseball, softball, t-ball, little sluggers for this summer. The deadline is tomorrow, Friday, March 31st, so don't miss on that deadline. We'll get to the starting lineup for Baldwin anyway as we get going here. The starting lineup will be brought to you by Lumberyard Arts Center, and they have all kinds of events always coming and going on, the ongoing art opportunities and classes there at the Lumberyard Arts Center as well. Check it out at lumberyardartscenter.org. Live music is back as Lumberyard Live on High is returning, and now that the weather's warmed back up, and including a bunch of other unique experiences throughout the year. So don't miss out. Subscribe to them on their social media channels and follow online at lumberyardartscenter.org at your creative home in Baldwin City, the Lumberyard Arts Center. All right, so it'll be Baldwin that will kick things off for us today as we get a chance to look at the lineup here for the Bulldogs. In goal is Alyssa Reichert. The junior goalkeeper was back there once again for Baldwin this year. And as we get things underway, this is Bailey Smith with the ball right now for Baldwin. And the rest of the starters, you have McKenna Blanchett, Bailey Smith, Marin Drummond, Perla Bakeberg, Gentry Graham, Maris Flory, Addie Ediger, Nora Prather, Fasayo Afanja, and Alex McBride. Again, both teams 1-2 on the year. Both opened up the year with a victory. Both have since dropped a pair. Windy afternoon in Baldwin. Temperatures in the mid-60s, but feels quite a bit chillier than that with the gusting winds. 20-plus mile-per-hour gusting winds here today. That will be a throw-in for Baldwin, I believe. It will be. So 2 40-minute halves for this contest. And so actually it's not a throw-in. They called a foul there on Basehor-Linwood. So Prather on the free kick instead, and a save for Basehor-Linwood as Baldwin gets their first attempt there at goal, first shot, but nothing comes of that one. Another opportunity here for Baldwin. Smith, one of the 4 captains on this team. Good pass, trying to get to Afanja and just slip past her. The Bobcats trying to get onto an attack here. Good job by the Bulldog defenders there, keeping that from becoming a shot for Basehor-Linwood. They will have a throw in, though, the Bobcats will, here on the near sideline. Chance here for the Bobcats, trying to center it back, but Baldwin keeps it again from becoming a shot. Still alive. Baldwin still trying to get this ball cleared out of here. So Basehor-Linwood has continued to put pressure on Baldwin, but they've not really had an attempt yet to score it. And now Baldwin able to clear. Afanja trying to get the through ball up there to Bakeberg. Throw in for Baldwin. Perla's tripped up, so a free kick opportunity here for Baldwin in a pretty good spot. Bailey Smith wanting to go quickly. Basehor-Linwood clears it out of there. There's a shot that maybe was going to be a little wide of the net, but it's handled by Reichard. Basehor-Linwood will play it all the way back to their goalkeeper. Taken by Baldwin with the goalkeeper pulled up, and good idea there. Trying to loft that one over, but a little too much on it. Tough to play the wind today because when it really gusts, obviously it's going to affect the ball more. It will die down every once in a while, and where it's not a factor, of course, you never know what it's going to be. As soon as you go to kick it, it could gust or die, so a bit of a challenge in that regard today. Looking to cross this one and center it, and it is deflected out and will lead to our first corner kick of the day. Drew Icing, one of the coaches for Baldwin, hollering out to his team, the ball is going to hang up because she'll be kicking this right into the wind. So it's going to act as kind of a funnel to just push the ball up in the air. Here comes the kick. She keeps it low. So no chance comes of that. The game's first corner. Trying to get that ball through to Fasile, but it's deflected. Foul on Basehor-Linwood. Free kick Baldwin. 7 minutes into this opening half. No scoring so far. Outside of one flurry of action that Basehor-Linwood never really got a shot away from it, but they were down there in range two for a while. Other than that, Baldwin has controlled the early possession time in this game. They've had the two best opportunities so far. Blanchett over there battling for the ball on the sideline. They play on, and possession taken by Basehor-Linwood. Bobcat free kick. Rolls all the way through to the Basehor-Linwood goalkeeper. Addie Ediger able to get the possession, steals it away. Went down, no whistle on it. They play on. And that will be a throw in for Baldwin. Baldwin will make their first couple of changes. Marley McCune comes into the lineup along with Brianna Mitchell. Ofanja and Ediger come out of the Bulldog lineup. It's going to go to Basehor-Linwood. Mitchell getting back there to steal it away. They will give that one to Basehor-Linwood. Taken away by McCune. Perla able to get up to it. Left-footed shot goes wide of the net. And that's the way the wind is pushing as well towards the right side as you see it of that net, coming across the field out of the south. Blanchett steals it. Baldwin throw in. 10 minutes now into the opening half. Mitchell trying to get that ball out to Flory. And a Baldwin throw-in coming up. Mitchell will track it down for Baldwin. Bulldogs had a couple of shots on goal early on, but still scoreless. 13 minutes in. Ball deflects into the goal box there. And another foul called on Baldwin here for a push. Taken away from the Bobcats. Baldwin trying to get the counter going. That ball crossed over and picked up by Reichard. Big gust of wind as the ball is sent up the field. McCune was trying to track it down, and it is going to be Basehor-Linwood ball as a couple of substitutions come on. Baldwin Sports Live presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, a brand that sells the land. Your local brokers are Shad and Penny Sheldon. Experts in selling rural homes, farms, ranches, and recreational real estate. They built several successful businesses, manage their own farm and hunting lodge as well. They want to use their expertise in the field to help you buy or sell. Check out more at HaydenOutdoors.com or email Shad at HaydenOutdoors.com or Penny at HaydenOutdoors.com. Chance now for Basehor-Linwood again. That ball is into the midst of Alyssa Reichard. Trying to get it into the middle for Afanja. Fasio had a couple of goals in that season opening win against Eudora. More changes here for Baldwin. Baldwin Sports Live also brought to you in part by the Bullpen in downtown Baldwin City. Locally owned sports bar, open 11 a.m. through 2 a.m. Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. They want to remind you that the menu has expanded. They've got the all-beef hot dogs, brats. Get them with chili and cheese if that's your liking. It is mine. Individual pizzas, burgers, nachos, all the great stuff you find at the ballpark, you can find at the Bullpen. Check them out in downtown Baldwin City. Great place to go before, during, or after the games. Both teams still looking for their first real good opportunities in this game. Baldwin a couple of shots on goal so far. Basehor-Linwood with the one, but nearing the midway point of this first half. Still scoreless. Both teams have dropped their last 2 games. Baldwin both were shutout losses. Basehor-Linwood was shut out in one of theirs and then lost a 2-1 game earlier this week on Tuesday. Another chance perhaps here for Basehor-Linwood. Able to get it back centered. It did not, though. Offside called on Basehor-Linwood. Across the line, Baldwin will have a throw in. Good foot to deflect that one by Maris Flory. We'll see what comes of this chance now for Basehor-Linwood. Still no score right at the midway point of the first half. Sent into the box, and it skips past the Baldwin goalkeeper, Alyssa Reichard. Short hops right past her and in for a free kick launch and score for Basehor-Linwood. And the Bobcats are on the board first today. Reichard went down as that ball got deflected away. Luckily, it did not go onto a foot of Basehor-Linwood. They would have had a open net to throw or to shoot at. And tough from our angle over here to see with that long free kick that was coming into the box how much movement perhaps that crosswind caused that ball to have. And perhaps that was part of the trouble that Reichard had tracking that one. You can see she put her head in her hands when that ball skipped past her. So not sure whether she got blinded by a teammate, whether she just misread it, or whether that wind played an effect on the movement of it. But regardless, it puts Basehor-Linwood on top 1-0 midway through this first half. Both teams had explosive offensive performances in their first games of the year. 5 goals each in their wins. Baldwin 5-1 victory over Eudora. And a 5-0 victory for Basehor-Linwood in their season opener. But Baldwin's been shut out their last 2 games. Basehor-Linwood just 1 goal in their last 2 games. But a goal here in the first to give the Bobcats the lead. Now Baldwin trying to answer it. Had a couple of good opportunities early, or at least decent opportunities early. Riker got a little bit indecisive. Come out and get that ball or stay back in goal. She stayed back. Fortunate that the ball was trickled out there a little bit too far for the Basehor-Linwood player to attack it. But some of those early opportunities that Baldwin was getting is now starting to go to Basehor-Linwood as the Bobcats lead 1-0. 16:50 left to play in the first half. Foul called on Basehor-Linwood. Nobody there to run that one down for Baldwin. Fanja splits the defenders. Vasayo misses it wide. A 1-0 Basehor-Linwood lead. The goal came about 6 minutes ago for the Bobcats on a free kick from really not much inside midfield. Long free kick that bounced past the Baldwin goalkeeper Alyssa Reichert and in for a long goal. And they are going to call this a push on Baldwin. Foul on Drummond. So free kick. It will more or less act as a corner kick opportunity. Not quite in the corner, but not far off from being a corner kick spot here. Like she's wanting this ball to go up. Kind of looks like she's trying to fluff that ground up to get some loft on it. Does, but ball's free. Now poked towards net. Reichard handles this one. Mitchell comes back in for Baldwin here. Baldwin Sports Live brought to you in part by Rice Precision Manufacturing. If you're looking for a great job with a family-owned company in Baldwin City, then check out Rice Precision Manufacturing. Actively looking to fill positions on their team. They'd love to hear from you. Learn more at riceprecision.com. Send an email to jobs@riceprecision.com. All the way through to Reichard. Stay tuned for the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show coming up here in about 10 minutes. We'll take a look at the rest of our spring broadcast schedule that we have coming up. That will be a goal kick for Baldwin. So 9 minutes, 40 seconds left in this first half. Baldwin had a couple of early opportunities, really early opportunities in the opening few minutes of this game, but have not really threatened since. The one goal for Basehor-Linwood. Fluke, maybe not the right word for it, but it was not off of a traditional attack. It came off of a long free kick. It was able to get up and over everybody and skipped in. That was at 1933 mark of this first half. Baldwin looking to get it back. With under 9 to go in the half. Maybe a chance here for Baldwin. That ball deflects back into the center of the field. Kept in on the side. And that is, we're going to say, Basehor-Linwood throw in. Played back to the goalkeeper. Intercepted by Prather. Chipped into the box, hoping for a nice little bounce there, but played by the goalkeeper for Basehor-Linwood. The Bobcats keep the attack at bay from Baldwin, who trails 1-0. Baldwin does. Just under 8 to go in the half. Good centering pass there. Gets away. Mitchell will play it back. Throw in Basehor-Linwood. Taken away by Basehor-Linwood. Knocked out by Drummond. Baldwin putting some pressure on, hoping for a misplay. They get one, and they get the goal. After it was misplayed by Basehor-Linwood, and the goalkeeper was extended out. And Perla is able to find the back of the net for Baldwin. So a big answer for the Bulldogs here at the 5:53 mark. Third goal of the year to lead the team now for junior Perla Beckberg. She'll come off of the field for the moment to a nice round of applause from her teammates as she has tied this game up at 1 apiece with 5:50 left in the first half. Miss hit there. Good chance, really, with that ball deflecting back out, but Basehor-Linwood could not get a good kick on it, so it remains tied with 4:40 left to play in this first half as another huge wind gust comes whipping across the field. Windy afternoon. It was up in the mid-60s today. Sun was shining early in the day, but since about lunchtime today, it has not been seen from that sun. It was still relatively pleasant when we started out today. Got running around. It still probably feels pretty nice when you're just sitting here. It's a little on the chilly end with that 20-plus mile-per-hour wind blowing in our faces, or at the backs of many of the fans across the way. Tie game here, 1-1. Basehor-Linwood struck first. Baldwin just moments ago able to answer to tie this game back up. First goal in their last 3 games after getting shut out in losses their last 2 outings. Give this to Basehor-Linwood. 3 minutes left to play in the half. And the Bobcats throw it right back out, so now Baldwin gets the throw in. Collision there, but Prather able to stay with it for Baldwin. The final 2:20 left in this half. Baldwin can break the tie before the half. Some momentum now building for the Bulldogs after that goal by Perla Beckberg. Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show is coming up. Take a look at the rest of the upcoming spring broadcast schedule for you. A few more games on tap here in this spring season. A couple of baseball outings, softball game still coming up. Another one. We had one earlier this week on Tuesday. Season opener for the Bulldogs on the girls softball. A split for them in that game against Lewisburg. Another soccer game coming up later this spring as well. And what is the call going to be here? It's a push called against Basehor-Linwood. A good job, good hustle back. Looked like it was Ediger, yeah. He went back there defensively and ends up absorbing the push, and that's good. It went that way as opposed to the other and would have led to a penalty kick if that foul was called the other way. And once again, Ediger on the receiving end of a push. So free kick again for Baldwin. Under a minute left in the half. Time for one more push down the field here for Baldwin. They'll have a throw in up in the attacking third here in the final 40 seconds of the half. Callahan will throw it in, looks for Afanja. Basehor-Linwood throw in, final 10 seconds of the half. One final push, and it is knocked out by Drummond, and that will do it for our first half. So we are tied at a goal apiece through one half here in Baldwin. We'll recap it for you and more coming up next on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show here on Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Welcome into the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show on a windy afternoon here in Baldwin. Windy evening, I guess we could call it now, as we're just 10 minutes shy of 5 o'clock, and we are at the half in this game between Baldwin and Basehor-Linwood. A tie game, 1-1 here at the break, as the Basehor-Linwood Bobcats struck first in this game about midway through, just over midway through this first half, on a free kick from not much further in than inside midfield. It was a long free kick that didn't necessarily have the intention to score when it was kicked, but it sailed over everybody's head, took one bounce, kind of a short hop that got past Alyssa Reichert, the Bulldog goalkeeper, and skipped right back into the back of the net. So kind of a fortunate goal, if you will, for Basehor-Linwood, and that put the Bobcats on top 1-0 at the 1937 mark of that first half. And it took, 15 minutes, but then Baldwin, late in that first half, was able to get another push after they had some early chances go by the boards, and then they really didn't have any opportunities at all through the middle portion of that first half, but then a late push, a late opportunity, and Perla Beckberg was able to put it in the back of the net for her third goal of the year to lead the team, as it was kind of misplayed by Basehor-Linwood. One of the defenders had a chance to clear it, but kind of whiffed on the kick. Ball skipped free, and Perla was able to, from the left side, get it past the goalkeeper who had come out. She was extended quite a bit away from the net, and it left a good angle, and Perla put it in the back of the net for Baldwin to tie this game up at 1, and that is where we stand right now, a goal apiece through 40 minutes here in Baldwin. So 1-1 our score here at the half. The halftime show is brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services agent Kelly Neufeld in Baldwin City. And there to help you protect what matters most. That's Kelly and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting. See how he and his team can help you achieve your financial goals, both present and future. Official stats-wise, well, we don't have a whole lot. It's not like football and basketball. The stats are a little bit limited in the soccer game as far as what I keep and what I can keep doing the broadcast. So don't have many of the numbers, but our numbers are brought to you by New Frontier Tax and Business Services at 608 High Street in Baldwin City. They'll help you confidently tackle tax season, even the highly specific situations, and make sense of it all to meet your critical business needs. Go see what I mean and find out more at newfrontiertbs.com or give them a call and set up a meeting at 785-594-1204. We'll take a look at the upcoming broadcast schedule for you here in the spring. It's a little bit different in the springtime. Don't have every game on the schedule as we do during basketball and football, but we'll take a look at what's upcoming right after this word from our halftime show sponsor, the Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has proudly been serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 29 states and over $1.3 billion in annual sales. Shad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin City, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Shad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's halftime here in Baldwin, the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. The Bulldogs and the Basehor-Linwood Bobcats tied up at a goal apiece through 40 minutes so far today as we get a chance here to take a look what's upcoming here on Baldwin Sports Live this spring. Your spring broadcast schedule, at least the next several games anyway. We'll have more after this still, but this is what is upcoming for you. Thursday, April 6th, that's our next broadcast. It'll be the baseball team for a doubleheader hosting Osawatomie. Catch that one here on Baldwin Sports Live. Thursday, April 20th, another softball doubleheader. We had softball earlier this week. If you missed that, you can check it out at youtube.com/Baldwin Sports Live. You can watch the replay of the Baldwin-Lewisburg softball doubleheader from earlier this week on Tuesday. We'll have another softball doubleheader coming up on the 20th of April when Paola comes to town to take on the Bulldogs. And then our next soccer broadcast coming up on Tuesday, April 25th. That will be Spring Hill here at Baldwin. And we'll have another baseball matchup for you as well then in May when Baldwin, I believe it's, now I'm blanking. I was going to say May 6th or May 9th, one of those two dates, I believe. We'll have another baseball game. The game they'll play Bonner Springs. That's the game we'll have that final baseball game. So that's some of the broadcasts that are upcoming here this spring schedule on Baldwin Sports Live. You can check out our broadcast schedule for the spring in the Baldwin City Community News, and it's only $5 a month to subscribe to the Baldwin City Community News, and that will not only keep you up to date with what we have going on and coming up here on Baldwin Sports Live, but it will also get you up to date with all the latest news and other sports from the high school and the area, and of course feature stories and community events and everything you need to know to stay up to date here in Baldwin. It's all in the Baldwin City Community News. You can stop by downtown at the Nook at 703 8th Street to subscribe, and once again it's only $5 a month. That's a weekly paper to stay up to date with all the latest here in Baldwin City. Every week you get the new paper for just $5 per month. Sign up at the Nook to get your subscription going at 703 8th Street. All right, second half is coming up next. It's Baldwin 1, Basehor-Linwood 1 through one half of play. Halftime show is brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services. Second half comes up next.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846, serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
All right, we go to the second half here in Baldwin this afternoon on a windy afternoon. Temperature still pretty pleasant, but it is awfully windy and gusting here in Baldwin this afternoon and on into the evening. Gusts of around 30 miles per hour here coming out of the south, and means it's blowing straight across the field right into our face from our vantage point here. So from the back of the crowd that you see across the way, a goal apiece in the first half. Basehor-Linwood's goal came out midway through that first half at the 19:37 mark. Baldwin answered with their lone goal at the 5:53 mark of that first half. So 40 minutes to go to decide a winner here today, as both teams have lost their last two games, hoping to get back on the right side of the result today. Switch sides here for the second half. I don't know that that really has an advantage one way or the other. Again, if it were a wind that was going directly into their face on one side or the other, an east or a west wind, I would guess that could make a little bit more of a difference for these teams. But right now with this crosswind, it doesn't really have an advantage one side or the other. Have only had the one corner kick as well, which that can create a little bit of a challenge with, or you could even, use it to an advantage depending on the style of kick. But we've only had one of those so far, and that resulted in nothing for Basehor-Linwood. Baldwin yet to have a corner kick in this game. Able to center it, and Blanchett could not get it clean. That was a great opportunity for Baldwin. Perla was able to put that ball back into the center, and there was a really good shot for Blanchett to put that one home, but it just skipped off the top of the foot, it looked like, and over the net. So missed opportunity for Baldwin to go on top of the first time. And that's going to result in a corner kick here. So, as I was mentioning a little bit ago, we had one corner in the first half of this game. That was a Basehor-Linwood corner, and now they'll have another one. So now, unlike the first half, they had the corner going into the wind. This time the wind at the back. It caused that ball to, if they kick that low again, that's what they did last time, really come firing through there. They go high, and it sails over Reichard. That's the challenge with that wind at her back, perhaps misjudging that ball a little bit as it carried with the wind pushing it behind her. Got away with it, though. Nothing comes of it, no damage done. And now Baldwin trying to clear things out and go on a counter again. And another corner kick coming up here. So already a second corner to start this second half for Basehor-Linwood, and this time kicking into the wind. Nobody home for the Bobcats. Blanchett wins it back for Baldwin, then she's tripped up. Free kick for Baldwin. Looked like an attempt to push Perla there. She's able to get the shot up and curls it in. What a shot there, and good job keeping her balance after the defender kind of tried to push her over. She got beat off that one, and that is her second goal of the game for Perla. And the Bulldogs now lead it 2-1, her fourth goal of the season. And with 32:49 to go, the Bulldogs have answered with back-to-back goals to take their first lead of the game. And a beautiful one there. That's going to result in a goal kick, it looks like, for Baldwin. So 2-1 lead now for Baldwin. Has been shut out their last two games, so good to get back in the scoring column here today with a couple of goals. Fonja trying to win the race to it, able to get that ball back in the center of the field. Nobody home for Baldwin, though. Good ball. Smith sets it up from Blanchett. Now Afonja. Cleared out. Blanchett sends it in towards goal, but easy save there for Basehor-Linwood. Throw in for Baldwin. And a goal kick awarded here to Basehor-Linwood. Bulldog Soccer presented by Hayden Outdoors here on Baldwin Sports Live. Presenting sponsor of all Bulldog athletics here on Baldwin Sports Live, the brand that sells the land, online at HaydenOutdoors.com. Give Shad Sheldon a call at 785-821-2666. Experts in the selling of rural homes, farms, ranches, recreational real estate. Own their own hunting lodge, does Shad and Penny Sheldon. Manage their own farm. They've got the expertise and the backing of the brand that sells the land, Hayden Outdoors, to help you find your next dream property or family legacy. Or if you're looking to sell as well, they can market to the folks that are going to be the interested ones. That's who you want to go with, is Hayden Outdoors. Find out more at HaydenOutdoors.com. Minutes into this second half. An early goal in this second half for Baldwin has given the Bulldogs their first lead of this game now. It came about 7 minutes into the second half after they trailed 1-0 midway through the first half. But Baldwin got the equalizer late in that first half. At about 5:53 left to play in the first half. They tied it. 7 minutes into the second half, they've taken the lead. Now trying to hold it. Still free. Good job there, clearing the ball out. Dangerously floating in the middle of the box. I think it was Marin Drummond, looked like, that cleared that one out. There's a foul on Baldwin, so free kick coming back up here in the middle of the field for Basehor-Linwood. This one a little bit closer, but kind of similar to what they had back at the first half when they scored their lone goal so far. It came off of a free kick and a spot that was pretty similar to this. Obviously opposite side of the field, but we'll see if they're able to capitalize on this opportunity again. Sent into the box. Battle for it. And Smith clears it away for Baldwin. And they will call that a foul on Baldwin. The Baldwin crowd across the way did not agree with that call. They thought there should be a chance going the other way for Baldwin, but instead, foul on Mitchell, it looked like, over there. Subs come on for Baldwin here with 24 minutes left to go. And the Bulldogs on top 2-1 in this matchup with Basehor-Linwood. Bulldog Athletics also brought to you in part by the Bullpen in downtown Baldwin City. Again, go check out the new food offerings down there. Locally owned sports bar with the classic ballpark food in downtown Baldwin City. Follow them on Facebook as well so you don't miss out on any of the special events they have going on down there or the specials that they have on the menu for you as well. You can follow them at the Bullpen, Baldwin City on Facebook. While you're downtown, stop by the Nook and subscribe as well to the Baldwin City Community Newspaper. You can check out our spring broadcast schedule in there so you know when we'll be on the air here this spring with softball, baseball, and girls soccer. And everything else that's happening around Baldwin City with your local weekly newspaper, just $5 a month to subscribe. And that will be a throw-in coming up for Baldwin here as the Bulldogs try to put up a big second goal. Actually, I'll say the Basehor-Linwood girl is standing out there to throw this ball in, but yeah, it should be a Baldwin throw-in. 2-1 lead right now for the Bulldogs. They could really put some pressure on Basehor-Linwood if they're able to find a second goal here, or a third goal, but to go up by 2. That one deflected off a Fungus, so it'll be Basehor-Linwood ball. Throw in for Baldwin. And I think Bailey Smith may have some blood on her knee, so they're going to send her out for a moment. The official sending Bailey off. Bailey Smith will get taped up that left knee, it looked like. Get that covered up, and then she'll be right back onto the pitch, I'd imagine. So Maris Flory comes in to take her spot for the moment. Offside called on Baldwin. Right back out to Baldwin. On to the midway point of this second half. Baldwin down 1-0 early in this game, now leading 2-1. Game was tied 1-1 at the half. A goal about 7 minutes into this second half to give Baldwin their first lead. bring this ball back to the spot here just across midfield, and it will be a free kick for Baldwin. So McBride will take the free kick here for Baldwin. Corner kick coming up for Basehor-Linwood as Baldwin makes a couple changes again. .16.5 to go. Baldwin on tap, 2-1. Going to close out a victory in their two-game slide, get back into the win column with a matchup on the road at Ottawa coming up next week in their next matchup. Chipped into the box, still loose. And that is a foul on Baldwin, so a free kick coming up for Basehor-Linwood. And a pretty good spot for their free kick here. So this as good of an opportunity as Basehor-Linwood has had here for a while. As they look to tie this game up with just over 15 minutes to play. Bobcats held a 1-0 lead early on. A header is in. What a play, and there it is. So Basehor-Linwood ties it up on a well-executed free kick and a finish with the header and an equalizer to tie this game up at 2 with 15 minutes to play. We've had both teams now have had really good finishes. That one there, certainly. And the goal by Perla that gave Baldwin the lead here in the second half was a beautiful shot as well. Well, tied up again with 15 minutes to go. This ball sneaks in and gets past the defender. Trying to go give and go with Ediger and Afunja, and that is out of bounds. So new game again after this one is tied up on that header from the free kick from Basehor-Linwood. All square with under 15 to play. Played 65 minutes now, and we're back where we started. All square. Fonge able to get that ball up. Deflected, and we'll roll right into the waiting arms of the Basehor-Linwood goalkeeper. That one sails over top of the net. Under 13 to go now as the clock continues to tick, and a good one here, 2-2. Both teams have held the lead at 1 point, 1-0 midway through the first half in favor of Basehor-Linwood. Baldwin tied it up just under 6 to go in the first half, took the lead a little over 7 minutes into the second half, did Baldwin, to take their first and only lead so far at 2-1. And just a few minutes ago, Basehor-Linwood on a free kick from just outside of the box sent it into the box and a header finish to tie this at 2. An opportunity now for Baldwin. Can Perla come up with her third goal? Fires off the hands and in. A hat trick and a lead back to Baldwin with 9:48 left to go. Third goal of the day for junior Perla Beckberg. Scored at the 5:53 mark of the first half, 32:49 mark in the second half, and now at the 9:48 mark here of the second half to put Baldwin back in front again, this time at 3-2. And all three of them have been scored from outside of the box. She has had some really good goals in this game for Baldwin. Had 2 goals in the season opener, the win, 5-1 win over Eudora. 3 more today. Throw in over on the side for Baldwin. 8:45 and ticking. So certainly pressure building now for Basehor-Linwood as they've been able to come from that 1-goal deficit to tie it earlier. But now they are running out of time with just 8.5 minutes. It took them 17 minutes to answer the Baldwin goal that put the Bulldogs on top 2-1. And now they only have 8 minutes to try and answer this one. Baldwin does a good job there just getting that ball out of there. Drummond let the rest of the team get back set up defensively. Centered, and there is Reichert. Catches that attempt that, not sure it was going to get on goal, but made sure to lock that up. May see several substitutions down the stretch here from Baldwin. Try and get the maximum usage out of this clock right now with a 3-2 lead and 6.5 minutes to go. Clock underneath of 5 minutes to go. That ball sent through, and a decent chance there. And now a corner kick coming up, so another good opportunity for Basehor-Linwood with just 3:20 left to play. Loose, squares up, deflected out. Another chance. A good opportunity there for the Bobcats. Baldwin able to dodge that one. Now back on the counter. Blanchett plays it through and scooped up by Basehor-Linwood. Clock down to 2.5 minutes to go. Baldwin looking for the final nail in the coffin, perhaps, if they can put another goal on the board. Deflected by Afunja, could not get there in time. That was close, as both Afunja and Ediger were bearing in on that ball. Baldwin just wanting to clear everything at this point in time. 1:35 to go. Basehor-Linwood going to be throwing everything at him now, trying to get one last desperate attempt. Baldwin just wants to play keep away, get it out of this area. There they go. They clear it away. It's a Baldwin throw in, 1 minute to go. Blanchett will be in no hurry here. Basehor-Linwood down to 38 seconds. Here come the Bobcats. This may be their final opportunity. Centered. Stop, trying to get a shot. It's deflected. Still loose. Still loose. Baldwin just trying to get rid of it, get it out of there. They do. Afanja looking to clear, down to 13 seconds to go. Basehor-Linwood, one last desperation. This one is into the box, scooped up by Reichard, and that should do it. Baldwin wins it 3-2. A hat trick from Perla Beckberg in this one, and the Bulldogs a 3-2 winner to snap out of their two-game slide and back in the win column to even the record at 2-2 on the season. We'll take a timeout, come back, and wrap things up for you right after this from Baldwin. 3-2 your final. The Bulldogs defeating Basehor-Linwood here this evening thanks to a hat trick by Perla Beckberg.
Hayden Outdoors Real Estate has proudly been serving the Midwest since 1976, covering 29 states and over $1.3 billion in annual sales. Chad and Penny Sheldon are some of the top producing brokers from Baldwin City, Kansas, selling farms, ranches, rural homes, and recreational real estate throughout Kansas. Their knowledge, passion, and expertise will help make your next real estate transaction an excellent experience. Contact Chad or Penny today by phone at 785-821-2666 or by email at shad@haydenoutdoors.com.
Dr. Philip Harvey at Oral Surgery Kansas is a proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Dr. Harvey and his staff wish all of the Bulldogs the best of luck this year as you continue to make Baldwin City proud. Oral Surgery Kansas provides personalized, gentle, comprehensive patient care for a wide range of oral surgery procedures. To learn more, visit oralsurgerykansas.com or call 785-843-5490. Oral Surgery Kansas, cheering on the Baldwin Bulldogs.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
All right, welcome back here. It is a final. 3-2 is that final. The Baldwin Bulldogs win this one, coming from a one-goal deficit midway through the first half. They evened it up late in the first half. We were tied at 1 at halftime. An early goal in the second half, just 7 minutes into the second half, put Baldwin on top 2-1. Basehor-Linwood tied it back up at the 15-minute mark at 2-2. And then about 6 minutes later, the 9:48 mark, a third goal from Perla Beckberg put Baldwin back in front at 3-2. And that is the final, and there's no question who today's Farm Bureau Financial Services player of the game is. It goes to Perla, no question about it. A hat trick for goals number 3, 4, and 5 on the season. The player of the game brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services. From insurance to investments, wealth management, and financial planning, Farm Bureau is there to help you protect what matters most. Call today. Set up a meeting with your local Farm Bureau team at 785-594-1055. It's your future. Let's protect it. 3-2 victory in this one for the Baldwin Bulldogs, who improve to 2-2 on the season and dropping Basehor-Linwood to 1-2 this year. Baldwin will be back in action next Tuesday with a visit to Ottawa. Next Thursday, they're on the road at Bonner Springs. So a pair of road games coming up next week for the Bulldogs, but they snap out a little two-game slide for being shut out by Olathe North and Bishop Miege. The Bulldogs back in the win column today. 3-2 the final over Basehor-Linwood. Coming up next this spring here on Baldwin Sports Live, Thursday, April 6th, the baseball doubleheader, Osawatomie against Baldwin, Next softball game Thursday, April 20th, as Paola visits Baldwin for a doubleheader. And our next soccer broadcast coming up on Tuesday, April 25th, when Baldwin hosts Spring Hill. 3-2 is your final in this one. Baldwin Sports Live is presented by Hayden Outdoors, the brand that sells the land online at HaydenOutdoors.com. Thanks for joining us on this windy afternoon in Baldwin. A 3-2 winner for the Baldwin Bulldogs over Basehor-Linwood. I'm Bryce Kessler saying good night from Baldwin. You've been watching Bulldog Soccer presented by Hayden Outdoors.
Watching Baldwin Sports Live, presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Learn more at HaydenOutdoors.com. Baldwin Sports Live also brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services, Kelly Neufeld, Baldwin State Bank, Codiano State Farm Insurance, Heartland Plumbing, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Trindle Lumber Company, Oral Surgery Kansas, Hers Incorporated, Rice Precision Manufacturing, The Bullpen, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, New Frontier Tax and Business Services, the Lumberyard Arts Center, Jobats, Baldwin City Community Newspaper, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. This is Baldwin